Oklahoma, there's a place called Henryetta. They don't allow no dancing in that town. So if you want to mix the sexes, then you better go to Texas, or you'll be in the city jail when the sun goes down.
Good morning, great country. Happy Saturday. Happy 4th of July. America, happy 250. 250 years old. You know who's that old? Not a lot of people, right? Abraham from the Bible, 175. Let my people go. My wife keeps telling me that's Moses, but Abraham, he had some people and he let them go and all that jazz. But let me just tell you, that hamburger, 130. Ford Motor Company, I'm so proud to be a part of that great company, 125. All these places, they're like 250. We're 250. It's a big old deal. Now, if you're old like me, you're like 250. That's a long, long, long time. But I've been in this country like a fifth of that time. I'm getting old. It's killing me. I don't need these birthdays. How come we keep celebrating them? The United States is like, yeah, it's 250. You know, when you're my age, you keep blowing out the candles, but you know what? We're going to celebrate. We're going to have a good time. And of course, I have to mention, because this is my dude. This is my guy. This is his Christmas today. 249, 248, 247, and of course, 250 is going to be a big bang. My man from Henryetta, Oklahoma, I'm talking about Uncle Don Parker. He's going to be there, and he's a great Henryettan. And I got to tell you about some other great Henriettans before we get started. Like a 16-time world champion bronc rider, bull rider, all-around cowboy, the great Jim Shoulders. And what's more American than America's team?
Ronald McDonald.
Cornflakes. Ford Tough.
Big, hairy American winning machine.
Goddamn Cowboy!
The Dallas Cowboys American team, they had a quarterback, and he's that won him a Super Bowl. He's the last quarterback to win him a Super Bowl, and he came from right here. He is a 3-time Super Bowl champion. He's a Hall of Famer. He is the great Troy Aikman. And last but not least, if you want to celebrate America, you can't celebrate without mentioning this lady's name. She is one of the greatest actresses of all time. She won an Oscar. Well, she at least played in movies that won Oscars. And she won a Tony, and she played in great TV shows like Designing Women and Bewitched, the great Alice Ghostley. Yes, that's right. All from Henryetta, Oklahoma. And of course, I'm Bronco Brad, and I am coming to you live on this July 4th from Luv Ford. And employee pricing is coming to an end Monday night. We'll stay as long as if you guys want to come in, you call, hey man, I can't make it by 7 o'clock. I'll stay late with you, because I'm telling you, if you don't remember last year, if you've been listening to this fine radio station, 97.1, The Sports Animal, you heard us last year tell you, today's the day. And then the next day, they were higher. We don't know 100% sure, but that was it last year. It was not even close. So come in, take advantage of it. Veterans, you're getting $1,000 right now. And I said veterans. Usually the military appreciation is not out to all veterans. This is out to all veterans. Veterans are getting $1,000 right now. It's usually $500 if they have it out there. And it's just to military, either currently serving or you put in your full 20, 25, 30. You're retired. Right now, if you're a veteran, and if you are, thank you for your service. We appreciate you. And what a better day to celebrate your service. That's why we can all do this stuff, folks, because of those veterans. And I'm glad they're doing it, and I'm glad they upped it. So you got employee pricing going on. You pay what we pay. You pay better what we pay. And you get that $1,000 plus whatever discounts on whatever you're picking. So F-150s, of course, the 25s are going to have the biggest discounts. So we got 25s out there. We're taking 12, some of them 14 grand off. You need to come in today and take advantage of this stuff. Come see me. We're discounting some vehicles like a Raptor. They never get discounts. You know this. If you're a Raptor dude, you know Raptors never get discounts, and they do not qualify employee pricing. We're taking $4,500 off. So come in, get in here. We're discounting everything. And of course, at Luv Ford, you get the Luv Plus, which is a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new Luv Fords. No cost to you. You get all those discounts, and that's no cost to you. And on our Luv Certifieds, you get a 7-year add-on mile warranty, 150,000. So if it has 75,000 miles, you get 225 before that warranty ends. We're discounting those too. You got to come in. Monday, close of business. Or if you call me and say, hey, please stay late, I will. I'll stay late. I'll stay all night with you.
All night.
I'll stay all night with you. And we got to midnight to get those things punched in to take advantage of it. So close of business, or as long as you guys want me to stay there with you to get in there, because I want you to be able to take advantage of it. So come in and see me. Luv Ford. You get the best value. Plus, guys, go to my website. As you know, iloveford.com. That's LUV, baby. We have an extra $250 coupon on there. If you don't, we'll probably remind you when you get to the store. So it's even cheaper than everywhere else, plus all that great value. So come see me. So what's going on? What's going on in the world of sports? Soccer. Yay! USA has made it to the round of 16. Apparently, that's a big deal. I'm not exactly sure why, but apparently that's a big deal, right? So we're down. We play Belgium on Monday night, and if we beat Belgium, which we're going to have to do without our best player, barring a successful appeal. So Folarin Balogun. I know I got that right. I've been practicing that. I'm not a soccer dude, as I've told you. I don't know, but this is what's going on. So he got a red card, and he's supposed to be suspended, barring us getting some great news that, because it was kind of iffy. I don't know what a red card is, but they say it's iffy, and it really shouldn't have been. Maybe. So if he gets to play, that will help us tremendously. But if he doesn't, we're going to have to beat Belgium. It was the 9th ranked team, ranked a little higher than the USA. And if we beat them, we'll go to the quarterfinals, which out of the last 100 years or so, this would only be the second time that the United States has done it. So I can see why they're saying it's a big deal. So I'll be tuning in. I'd like to explain the red card thing to you, but I don't know. If you know, feel free to go on YouTube, watch this podcast if you're listening to us right now. Hey, and while you're there, just go ahead and subscribe, like, do all that jazz. But comment. I would love I know I got some of you soccer guys last week tell me some stuff like, you guys are idiots. But I got educated, so I appreciate it. Go ahead and put that on in there. But I will tell you this: I am watching, as a lot of you are. We're all becoming soccer fans right now, right? Because the USA is doing good. That's what happens, I guess, every millennial. Something happens where USA wins a game or two, and we're all soccer fans. Go, go, go. And that's just because they're representing us and they're doing kind of good, I guess. I don't know. Again, I guess it's a big deal to be in the final 16. That doesn't get you to Omaha, folks. Speaking of the University of Oklahoma Sooners, if you haven't heard, are the national champions in baseball. That's not going away. This is the slow time in sports. That's what everybody says. Slow time in sports. If you're a soccer fan, you wouldn't say that because this is like a big time for you. So what we call a slow time in sports is because the big three, right? You know, baseball and Major League Baseball is going on. So, but it's a 162 game season. It really doesn't even get started for another 30, 40 games. So you got slowness there because these games don't matter as much, really. It hadn't really kicked off. College baseball just ended. We're a few months before college football starts. Of course, basketball's over. Unfortunately, we didn't repeat the Oklahoma City Thunder. But so that's why we call it the slow time in sports. And then sports casters and people on all these sports shows have to create narratives and stories to grind to get people excited.
3 top players are white dudes.
Really? This ain't golf? This ain't baseball? Hell, it ain't even soccer. What?
I did, right? So, but if you're a soccer fan, yeah, it's not a slow time in sports, right? This is your time. So that's why we're talking about soccer, because that's what's going on. And I don't have a lot of stories I want to make up other than like LeBron James is gone from the Lakers. And I assure you, I cannot figure out what Sam Presti will do, but I assure you, he is not scheming how to get LeBron James into Oklahoma City. So, folks, don't worry about that, because I would be a little bit if we had a different GM, but he's too smart. So, soccer goes on. I watch a little bit of the Portugal-Croatia match because that's what's on, right? And I'm watching it, and what happened was this, like, there was a guy, he put a juke move on the defenders. He got behind them. He made them look like fools. They got the ball over to him. He did another juke move and scored a goal, right? No. What? I mean, seriously. It looked like Chad Johnson for the Cincinnati Bengals putting a juke on whoever's defending him, which he jukes everybody. And he was just waiting for that. He's 20 yards behind the defender and waiting on that Joe Burrow's dime to just drop in his hands. That's what it looked like. And it was crazy good. And I got excited. I'm like, you know what? That's cool. Soccer might be cool. If I could see this a lot, that would be cool. And I'm waiting for the goal to go up, and there's no goal. I don't understand. Well, something happened. Boom, boom, boom. I didn't even wait around to watch it. I was just so mad. Like, the coolest play, a guy is faster, and he juked him, and he got behind him, and then he juked the goalie and scored, and he didn't even get a goal. What possibly rule could he have broke for being awesome? I don't know. I'd like you to explain that to me. So feel free to call or put in the comments, because that was some garbage. If that stuff happened, then soccer might be a lot cooler. But he didn't get no goal. A second thing I don't understand. So Portugal is playing Croatia. Just like I was telling you. 16 is supposed to be a big deal, right? Portugal's got Ronaldo on their team, right? He's like either one or two in the world in soccer players. He makes like $80-90 million a year. Big deal. He is a big deal. And they win 2-1, and they're jumping up and down. I'm with Coach Jones. Act like you've been there before. You got one of the best players in the world, and you're beating Croatia. Now, again, I don't know. Croatia may be the San Francisco 49ers of the 80s in soccer. But you got to know one or two dude. Just here in Portugal, which Portugal doesn't really excite me either. But if you got the dude that's number one or number two smacking down $90 million a year, you probably should be able to beat Croatia is what I'm thinking in my head. But I didn't get that either. So they move on, I think, too. And so here in a minute, I guess we'll have to see if we're in the quarterfinals. And then that would be a big deal, obviously, if they've done it only twice in 100 years. So that's my soccer with you. Other sports news.
Yes, sir. That's it. And Boomer Sooner baseball in a blowout wins the national championship.
In case you haven't heard, the University of Oklahoma are the national champions in NCAA baseball. It was a crazy run. You had to be there. And let me just tell you, if they go to Omaha next year, you need to find out how to get there, because it is an experience. It is an experience. I go whenever they go, and it's probably an experience even if they're not there. I wouldn't know, because I'm not going if they don't go there. But there's a lot of Iowa fans. I saw some Ole Miss fans. People just really go. Obviously, there's a lot of Oklahoma fans, but not obviously, because in 2022 there was not, but there was this time. Good representation. And if you all would have came out in 2022, maybe we'd be saying Skip's second natty. Didn't happen, but awesome. And we are the national championships. And you'll probably be hearing this from me for another, 50 weeks. Just like you did about the Thunder. Djokovic has tied Federer's 105 match wins. I guess that's kind of a big deal too. Doesn't have the emphasis to me because he's already has the 24 Grand Slam match, most in history for a male. He's tied Margaret Court for the women. So kind of anticlimactic, but yeah, I guess it's a big deal. So he's tied Federer for that. But again, he has most Grand Slams. So there you go. Okay, so it is July 4th, and it is the day, the Don Parker Day, where he puts out the big fireworks show. You haven't been to one of those. I haven't introduced you yet either. So first of all, July 4th, Red Solo Cup in honor of Toby Keith, because Toby Keith is July 4th. Put a boot in your ass. That's the American way. But my special guest today is Russell Wilson, who is no relation that I'm aware of to the MVP Super Bowl quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. Russell is our new service manager at Luv Ford. We're happy to have you. Thanks for coming in, Russ, on your day off. Thank you. I'm letting everybody off for $250. So he's come in. He's a trooper. Thanks for coming in, buddy. You are coming to us. You're a green country guy, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was born and raised in West Tulsa.
West Tulsa. So
graduated from Jinx High School.
Jinx, the Trojans. That was probably back in the day when Trimble was winning it all the time, right?
Yes, sir.
So Jinx guy, he's right from a green country. We got a lot of Tulsa people, as you probably already met some. And Henryetta, what do you think about Henryetta so far?
I like Henryetta. I've always liked small town Oklahoma. We moved when we started traveling around chasing the railroad, doing a little bit of railroading. I moved from Morris, Oklahoma. My kids went to Morris there for a little while, so I enjoy Old Mulgee, Morris, this whole area. I love small town Oklahoma.
Morris Eagles.
Yes, sir.
Yep, we had a coach on a couple of weeks ago, new coach, and we had the head football coach doing some good things, athletic director on a couple of years ago. We're going to have him on here pretty quick too. So yeah, they're really getting fired up back in there in Morris. Again, small town, it's fun, right? Henryetta, Morris, Dewar, a lot of small towns in this area. And come check it out. I mean, you see a lot of cool stuff, meet a lot of good people. So if you're in the area, and you should be, because we're a short distance, Highway 75 and I-40, the crossroads, the center of the universe. But I got to tell you some good stuff about that and why we're excited to have Russell with us as the new service manager. Because you go to a lot of these shops, big cities, small cities, anywhere you go, hopefully you find somebody that's a master certified technician, which we got some in our shop, right? Some small shops actually don't, but don't know who they are, or I'm not going to mention any names, but big cities, they got all these technicians, right? But these guys were taught by somebody, and they come out, and I always say it's like baseball. You get out there, and you're playing high school baseball, and you're batting 500-600, and then you get drafted, or you go to college, and man, you're batting 180, right? You're seeing a different pitcher. You don't have enough swings against that caliber of kind of guy. Or if you're just out for, that's why major leaguers even that are Hall of Famers, they get hurt and they miss 2 or 3 months. A lot of times they get called down for reassignment and they got to go to AA or AAA. I mean, I think Matt Scherzer pitched in Tulsa not too long ago. I know he did in Oklahoma City. So, I mean, that kind of stuff happens. And because they got to get the repetitions, they got to get back up into the groove. You can't just go right back into it and think you're going to bat 350 like nothing left off. You got to get the repetitions. And that's the same thing with these technicians. They got a little bit of knowledge and they've seen some stuff and they've been taught by guys like Russell, but they haven't had the real life experience. They haven't got to turn that wrench. They haven't got the cranks. And it doesn't necessarily make sense and translate into, I don't know, muscle memory or whatever. So we were excited when we were looking to be better for you, for the customer, because the main thing is to get you back on the road as fast as we can for as cheap as you can. Not cheap, but save you as much money as we can and give you the quality at the same time. So wouldn't you think that it would behoove you to have these guys not just get their learning experience on your truck? Well, My theory is they're doing that, but they got a guy who is the teacher, the dude, right over their shoulder, getting them unstuck and putting them on the right path all the time. Why they're gaining that experience at the same time. So, Russell, man, does that make sense? I mean, we visited about it.
Yeah, it's always going to be a collaborative effort. You know, these guys, they're out there every day. They're doing it. They're living it. They're experiencing what these mechanics out there, they're all doing it. But I'm able to explain more of the basics, because, you know, with anything, you're going to forget the basics over time, and sometimes you'll overthink things and you'll go way too far in one direction. And it's always good to have somebody that can bring you back down to a basic level, so that we can start at that level and then work up, instead of going straight for a computer or straight for some software issue. We may have a broke wire, or we may have a software issue. It's just that calming voice. You know, I've been there, I've done that. I can help these guys out, and you know, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the problem solving aspect of it, and I enjoy teaching too. I love teaching these younger guys, and we have a lot of guys at Luv Ford that they are some hard workers. Yeah, these boys are out there sweating all day, every day, trying to take care of our customers and getting these customers taken care of in a timely manner. We're not 2 weeks out. We're not 3 weeks out. I can get you in, I can get you checked out, and I can take care of whatever issues you got. If we got to order your parts, we'll work with you. I'll let you know everything up front. If you got any questions, always call me, ask me. It's no problems. And that's the same way I am with my mechanics. I'm there for them. I love to help them out. I love to experience what they're experiencing, be out there on the shop floor. That's where I came from. I love to be out there and make it happen.
Well, I think you said something that was interesting. You said, get back to basics. And that's what a lot of coaches tell these guys too. You know, when they get out of, get back to basics. And that's, companies need to know that too. And I think we've learned that too with going through some changes. And we started this thing to be different. And America's 250, Luv Ford's 5 years. You know, that seems like a long time for us, and we're very fortunate that you guys have been a part of it, and thank you. But our whole mission statement is that we care, and once the customer service has been declining for a long time, and then when COVID hit, it was just gone. We don't care. But it was obvious to me that we're not going to stray too far. We got to get back to the basics. And our basics is that we care, and we're going to take care of you. So that's why we made this hire. And I think it's a good fit. You know, and we don't do everything traditional because we're a small store, one. And number two, it's because we do care. And we want to make sure that it's not all about business. It still is a business, but it's not all about business. It's all about customer service and take care of our people in the right way. And that's what we do. And that's why Russell's here. And so we appreciate that. And that's a good point, getting back to the basics. So, Ben here, if you got, you're about to, after we get through with this thing, get to string a couple of days together, but, have you got to catch your breath, get to do anything cool in Green Country?
Taco Bueno. I miss Taco Bueno a lot. I like Taco Bueno. So tomorrow, actually tonight, we're going out to Pier 51 on Lake Keystone. My parents have a houseboat out there. We're going to watch the fireworks. Going to spend some time with my family. My son, he just got back from New York, so excited to spend some time with him.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a good weekend. Good 4th.
How's he?
My son is 18 years old. He's about 6'4". And he just graduated high school, so he's out there trying to make his own way in the world. Yeah,
has he got it figured out?
No. I don't know many teen guys his age that do have it figured out. They're like I said, I taught a bunch of them, and it's hard for those young guys. So that's why I try to do everything I can to help them. That's what we're all about.
I will tell you this, he is our answer to DEI, and I tell you this because he is a Oklahoma State University fan. So what do you think about the new coach coming in?
Being out of the state, I haven't really been able to follow it as much as I'd like to be. But I mean, you got to have hope. You got to have that hope, and especially as an Oklahoma State fan, there's always next year. Put on them orange glasses and just hope for the best.
Well, he was just last year. He was just a game away from being in the playoffs at a smaller school. So he's done a good job there. I don't know why I couldn't translate. He's brought some of his guys over, got his quarterback over. It'd be interesting. I'm interested to see what they can do this year. Mike Gundy was a fixture at that place, so it's going to be weird not to see him there. But I bet I won't think about it too much. So all sports, baseball, and everything.
I am primarily a football man and an F1 fan.
Softball, you ain't in there. F1, what's that? That's like Indy racing?
Yeah, it's open wheel racing. It's probably the most popular sport in the world besides European football, soccer. But yeah, F1 it's a big deal. The Monaco race down in the south of France there. That's a very famous race. We've got 3 races here in North America. You got the race in Miami, you got the race in Texas, and then you got the race in Vegas. The Vegas is a road race. That's pretty cool. They do that at night. I'm a Max Verstappen fan, but this year with the new hybrid cars, it's been a little rough on him. But I really enjoy watching F1.
What's the race in Texas?
They call them Grand Prix, so they have them on Sunday, and it's in Austin, and they have it every year now for F1.
There's only 3
in the North America. Yeah, they race.
But don't they like some city will pop off and do one every once in a while, like Denver? Did one 10, 15 years ago.
Maybe in the past.
Yeah.
But now they schedule them years in advance because it's such a huge deal. I think when I was living in Orlando, I think the tickets for Miami were, I think the cheap tickets were like $1,200 for a day, and that was sitting on a grass hill, just getting a glimpse of them. So it's kind of a big deal.
I don't know that it's that big a deal in Green Country.
No, yeah.
So,
until I moved away, it was. Then I found out about it. It was. I think I found it like a bunch of people found it on Netflix. Drive to Survive. It's a documentary.
It was a good movie
during COVID. Everybody was watching everything, so that's when F1 really started to skyrocket in the United States. Was after COVID, and Drive to Survive came out on Netflix.
So I thought it was a little bit interesting on that, but not interesting enough to watch it for sure. But anyways, well, that's good. You want your service guy to watch card things, I guess. So there you go. And I wanted to introduce you to Green Country, and come see Russell. Come see us. We'll take care of you. Don't forget, employee pricing ends Monday night. Close of business. If you can't get there, call me, 918-268-2244. Promise you I'll stay late for you. I'll figure out something to do while we're waiting, but I'll stay late for you so you can make sure you take advantage of all the great deals. And if you want to see, before you get out here, my inventory, hopefully I got everything on there. It's, there's different things that go in there. They don't always, I may have something that hadn't hit it, and may come off, but we do a pretty good job of keeping that clean. But go on there, check it out. We're going to make a deal. We're not going to get beat. And we give you all that great stuff like the Love Plus. And don't forget, somebody buys a car from me this year, I'm going to pay off that loan up to $50,000. So go to our website. That's iloveford.com. And as always, that's LUV, baby. Peace. LUV, baby.
Go to Henryetta, that old law is bound to get her, 'cause in Henryetta, damn the lane.